Okay, so what is this perfect competition thing anyway? Alright, economics. Sometimes it sounds complicated, words like perfect competition get thrown around. What does it even mean? Is it like a super intense sports game? Not quite. But it is a big idea, it's a type of market structure. Think of it as a super specific scenario, a kind of ideal almost. Now you might be thinking, ideal? Perfect? Does that even exist in the real world? And that's a great question. Mostly no. Pure perfect competition is rare, like super rare. So why do we talk about it? Why care? Because it's a benchmark, a starting point. It helps us understand other, messier markets, the ones we see every day. This perfect market has some very specific rules. These rules make it unique, they define it. We're talking about who's buying and selling, what they're selling, how easy it is to join, and how much everyone knows. It's a lot, but each piece is important. They all fit together to create this perfect picture. Understanding this helps understand, well, everything. First up, imagine a market, not just any market, a market with so many buyers and so many sellers, like a huge number, think thousands or even millions. So many that no single person buying or selling can really change things on their own. They're all small fish in a very, very big pond. Let's use an example. Picture a giant farmer's market, but this market is global. And it sells one thing, say, a very specific type of apple. There are countless farmers growing this apple, and countless people wanting to buy this apple. No single farmer can decide to double the price. No single buyer can demand a super low price. There are just too many other options. This many buyers and sellers thing is key, it's fundamental, it's ground zero, because it means no one has market power. No single seller can say, my apples are now $100 each. People would just laugh and buy from someone else. Similarly, no buyer can say, I'll only pay 1 cent. Sellers would just ignore them and sell to others. The market itself is the boss. Next ingredient for our perfect market homogeneous products. Homogeneous. Fancy word, right? It just means identical, the same. Every unit of the product is exactly like every other. No differences in quality, no branding, no special features on one version. Think of it as pure, unadulterated sameness. One is indistinguishable from another. Imagine you're buying, say, basic table salt. In a perfectly competitive market for salt, every bag of salt from every seller is identical. Same purity, same grain size, same everything. You wouldn't care if you got salt from seller A or seller B, because it's all exactly the same stuff. No Himalayan pink salt deluxe edition here. Just salt. Plain and simple. So, what does this mean for you, the buyer? It means you have no reason to prefer one seller over another, except for one thing. Price. If all products are identical, why pay more? You just buy from whoever is cheapest. There's no brand loyalty, no my favorite salt guy. It's a purely rational decision, based only on getting the same thing for less. It levels the playing field in a very specific way. Alright, let's talk about doors. Market doors. Are they open or closed? In perfect competition, they are wide open. This is called free entry and exit. It means new firms can easily start up, and existing firms can easily shut down. There are no major barriers stopping them, no giant, expensive hurdles to jump. Think about starting a small online business. Maybe you want to sell, I don't know, generic paper clips. If making and selling paper clips is profitable and it's a perfectly competitive market, you can just start doing it. You don't need $1 million license or some super secret paperclip technology. The door to enter is open, and the reverse is true too. Free exit. If your paperclip business isn't making money, or if you just want to do something else, you can close up shop without a huge fuss. You're not locked into massive, unsellable investments. You can liquidate your assets and walk away. This flexibility is super important. It keeps the market dynamic and responsive. Section 5. Everybody knows everything. The magic of perfect information. Now for a characteristic that sounds almost like a superpower. Perfect information. Yes, perfect. This means everyone knows everything relevant. All buyers, all sellers, all at the same time. They know all the prices being offered. They know the quality of the goods, which is easy. They're identical. They know about the technology used to make them. No secrets, no hidden knowledge. Imagine you're shopping for that generic apple again. In a world of perfect information, you instantly know the price every single farmer is asking. You know if one farmer suddenly found a cheaper fertilizer. Everyone knows. Instantly. Sellers also know what their competitors are doing. They know the costs of production for everyone. It's like a transparent marketplace. This concept is pretty wild, right? In the real world, information is often imperfect. Someone always knows more than someone else. That's called information asymmetry. But But in perfect competition, that's gone. No one can trick you into paying more, because you know what the fair price is. This leads to efficient outcomes. Section 6, no kings here, why everyone is a price taker. So we've got many buyers and sellers, we've got identical products, everyone knows everything. And firms can come and go as they please. What's the result of all these conditions? It's simple, no single buyer or seller can control the price. They are all price takers, not price makers. The market sets the price, and everyone just has to accept it. Think about it. If you're one farmer among millions, selling an apple that's identical to everyone else's apple, and everyone knows the going rate for apples, what happens if you try to charge more? Nobody buys from you. Simple as that. They'll just go to the next stall, or the next website, and get the exact same apple for the market price. You have no power to raise your price. What if you try to charge less? You might sell your apples really fast, but you probably can't supply the whole market, and you'd be making less money on each apple. Why would you do that if you can sell all you want at the slightly higher prevailing market price? So individual firms have no incentive to lower prices either, they just take the price the market gives them. Section 7, let's get visual supply, demand, and perfect competition on a graph. Okay, words are great, but sometimes pictures are better, especially in economics. So let's draw this stuff. We need to look at supply and demand. You've probably seen these graphs before. The demand curve slopes down, price goes up, people buy less. The supply curve slopes up, price goes up, firms sell more. Where they cross, that's the sweet spot. That's equilibrium, market price and quantity. So, for the whole market, all those apple farmers, all apple buyers, we have a standard supply curve and a standard demand curve. The point where they intersect, let's call it P asterisk. That P asterisk is the market price for apples. This is the price that emerges from everyone interacting. It's the price that our individual farmer has to take. The market determines it, not any single entity. This is the big picture view. Now let's zoom in on one single tiny firm. Our one apple farmer. What does their world look like? Their demand curve is different. It's flat, perfectly elastic, a horizontal line at that market price, P asterisk. This means they can sell 1 apple or 1,000 apples, but they'll get P asterisk for each one. They can't charge P asterisk plus a penny. No one would buy, and they won't charge P asterisk minus a penny. No need to. This horizontal demand curve is super important. Section 8, but why though? The super importance of perfect competition. So we've built this whole model, perfect competition. It sounds very neat, very orderly, maybe a bit boring. And we said it's rare in its purest form, so why do economists obsess over it? What's the big deal? Why should you care? Well, it's incredibly important as a benchmark. It shows us what peak efficiency could look like. It sets a standard for comparison. One key type of efficiency here is allocative efficiency. Sounds technical, but the idea is simple. Resources are allocated to produce the goods and services that society desires most, and at the lowest possible cost. In perfect competition, price equals marginal cost, P equals sign MC. This means consumers pay a price that reflects the cost of producing one more unit. No overpricing, no underproduction of what's valued. Then there's productive efficiency. This means goods are produced in the least costly way. In the long run, firms in perfect competition are forced by those open doors, free entry and exit, to operate at the minimum point of their average total cost curve. They can't be wasteful. They can't be inefficient. If they are, other firms will undercut them, and they'll be out of business. Survival of the fittest, cost-wise. Section 9, the big takeaway, wrapping up perfect competition's awesomeness. So, let's bring it all home. Perfect competition. It's a market with tons of buyers and sellers. They're all trading identical, homogeneous products. New businesses can jump in easily if things look good, and existing ones can leave if they're not. Plus, everyone knows everything important all the time. The result? No one firm sets the price. They all just take the price the market gives them. This model, even if it's mostly theoretical, is a powerhouse for understanding economics. It shows us a world of incredible efficiency, allocative efficiency. We make what people want at the right cost. Productive efficiency. We make it as cheaply as possible. This means resources aren't wasted, and society gets the most out of what it has. That's a pretty big deal, right? For consumers, the benefits are clear. Lower prices. Goods produced at minimum cost. No single company can exploit you with high prices. because there are so many alternatives, and perfect information means you know the score. It's like the market is working for you to deliver what you need efficiently. That's the ideal anyway. Now, is the real world this perfect? Usually not. Most markets have some imperfections, but that doesn't make perfect competition useless.